Hi guys, this is Claudia for apesmetal and for Earshot, and I now have the pleasure of doing an interview with Bring Me the Horizon. Thanks for being here.
Cheers for interviewing me.
I have like one question that I put to every interview partner, and that is, what is it that makes somebody be an artist? Is it like somebody else saying, well, this is an artist and this is not, or is it the person oneself? Are you an artist, or is that of any importance to you at all?
I don't know. Never really thought about it, to be honest. I just think I enjoy playing guitar. So I suppose that's like the same kind of thing as if you enjoy painting, you're an artist. So I enjoy playing guitar, so maybe. I don't know.
So it's more probably an artist is what you are doing.
Yeah.
That's more important than some label.
Yeah.
So what do you consider labeling? Is that important for, like, say you're playing a certain genre and you're like putting a label on it, or is it more that you say it's important to be unique when playing music?
I don't know. I don't think it really matters about putting a label on stuff. Like, you can get too wrapped up in what genre it is or whatever. I just think if you like something, you like something. It doesn't really matter if it's a metalcore or I don't know, black metal or whatever. I don't know. I don't think you need to label everything.
And we've been talking before the interview, and you were like telling me that when you learned to play the guitar, you were also like doing other styles. And do you think it's important to have a variety of stuff you can play or you can like draw from when creating something new or being creative or letting out your feelings in the music?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like if you learn a lot of different styles and you can bring them into, like, say like if I play like ambient things but bring it into like a metal song, it adds like a whole different layer you wouldn't have and you wouldn't expect and stuff. So I think it works really well, like practicing like every style or anything you're into, rather than just sticking to one sound and just doing that. But yeah, I think it's a good idea.
And when you're writing songs or when you're being creative on a guitar, is it like you're having the band and the sound of the band in your head, or is it just the feeling you have towards what you're doing and that comes out with the music?
I suppose like if I write like a guitar part, I imagine what drums are going to be there and the rhythm and stuff and the tempo, and I imagine, because I write like two parts, so obviously I write for the other guitar, so I always imagine what the other guitar would be playing and stuff like that over the top. Yeah.
And so you got a new guitar here.
Yeah.
And it's a signature guitar.
Yeah.
And can you tell me something about when you were like deciding for what you want to have, like the wood and the inlays? What's the story behind this guitar?
Basically, I started playing Gibsons a couple of years, quite a long time ago, and then a guy from Epiphone asked me if I wanted to like design a guitar that they could sell. So I just kind of based it on like a guitar that I really like that Gibson used to make in I think it was the 70s, but they only made like a limited number. So like the inlays and stuff, I took the idea from a Gibson artisan, and they got the original like artist who made that, and he redid them for this and stuff. And I just wanted it to look like pretty classy. And like you wouldn't necessarily think it's for playing heavy music on and stuff like that. You can pretty much play any style of music on it and it'll sound good. So I just wanted to make it diverse as possible.
And so about the sound, it's a fixed bridge?
Yeah, it's fixed bridge, and it's pretty simple really. You can't really go wrong with it. But that's why every guitar I use are just like Les Pauls. So it's the same as that, like pretty standard, just two pickups with a three-way switch on them and stuff. So like I just wanted to make it easy and practical.
And it's like you have different sound if you're splitting the two here.
Yeah, it's got Coil Tap, which means that basically I'll show you. But like this pickup, if you do this, it splits it, so it becomes a single coil, so you can get like a twangier Fender sound and stuff. So if you're playing clean stuff or bluesier stuff, it sounds cooler for that.
And about the material, did you like have anything in mind yourself, or was it like the guys coming and suggesting something, or did you say no, I want this special wood because it sounds like that? Or
I just based it on like the guitars that I like, so like a Les Paul, standard is like this mahogany, and I chose not to have it weight relieved, so there's no like holes inside the body like cut out, so it's really weighty, but I don't know, like I feel like it makes the sound a bit more solid to me, to my ear, and I really like having like a bit of a weight behind the guitar and stuff. So yeah, stuff like that. I chose like the weight of it and the feel of the neck and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And about the neck, is like all your guitars are like that, or do you have like different shapes?
I have different shapes for like different guitars. Like I play Gibson Explorer, and the neck on that is a lot fatter. But for this guitar, to be honest, I like the neck's quite a lot.
Right?
It's pretty thin compared to like my Gibsons I play, but I feel like, because people like, I want people to buy it obviously because I think it's a good guitar, but like I feel like a lot of people prefer not just having a massive baseball bat in their hand, so I feel it'll appeal to a lot more people because it's a bit more playable, because it's a bit more comfortable in your hand and stuff. So
and it's also easier for you playing it on stage?
Yeah, it's good, feels good. It's not too thin, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna break and stuff, so it's good.
And will you be switching guitars when you're on stage? Like, are you only using that guitar?
No, I use this one for 2 songs, and then I use it for like 4 songs. Like I've got like 2 of these, so one's in a different tuning.
Oh, okay.
But like, and then I use like a couple of other Gibsons as well. But like, I use this one as like, yeah, for about 4 or 5 songs, I think. I can't really remember.
And you have like a down tuning on the other guitar?
Yeah, this one's in standard. The other one is tuned to drop C, so it's like 2 steps down or whatever, but yeah, pretty deep with thicker strings on, so it's set up different.
Yeah,
but
that's what I wanted to ask. It's not the same strings, right?
No, this one's like a 64, I think, which is still pretty heavy for standard tuning, to 11, but on my other one it's a 80 to 12, so it's really thick. It's like a bass string.
And when you're like touring around and there's like other people you're meeting, and it's, some guys say that it's like always the same people you're gonna see on tour. Is it like some extended family for you then?
Yeah, it's cool, like, because we've been playing a lot of the European festivals. We've bumped into a lot of us friends from other bands and stuff, so they're always good to play, because after you play, I mean, it's like kind of like this, there's always like a bar area outside, so there's always a lot of people that you know, and a lot of bands that we've been friends with for years that we bump into and have a beer with and stuff, so it's pretty good.
Anything that you would like suggest doing or not doing for people who are just starting a band?
I know, just play lots of shows and practice, and don't try and get famous, because like, I feel like everyone now is just desperate to be famous rather than playing in a band because you enjoy playing in a band. Like when I started playing guitar, I wanted to play guitar. I didn't want to be famous. Like I'm a kind of quiet guy and stuff, and I'm not like used to it. But kids nowadays, it appears that they just want to like be on X Factor or something like that, and they just want to jump to fame. Whereas I feel like you're doing it for the wrong reason if you just want to be famous and rich.
So fame is not something that is like appealing or important to you, but it's just more like having the having the feeling, and playing what you want to play and expressing yourself.
I feel like for fun, really. Do it because you enjoy it. Like, kids have asked me like, how did you like motivate yourself to practice and stuff, and I'm like, if you've got to like force yourself to practice, then you're probably not enjoying it. So I'll probably quit. But I don't know, like when I was younger, I wanted to practice because I enjoyed playing it, so that's why I practiced. Or
I tried to get different ways of practicing, right?
Yeah, just played all the time.
Okay, anything you want to add about the guitar or tell your fans?
It's coming out in September, I think, like late September, and it's not going to be super expensive or anything, because we made it so like, because like when I was younger and stuff, if I could afford this guitar, I'd want it and stuff. So it's like, it's not super expensive, and it's a good guitar for the money, which is good.
And anything you want to tell your friends?
Come and see a show. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so come and see the shows, and I also hope you're enjoying play on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.